Cloud came with the map, and to the top right we have the Slayers player. This is Slayers Mia. He has made a few performances in the GSTL.
And he's up a game right now. We have not had a Kestrel player actually advance from the brackets yet. And he's up against this player who defeated NST, CJ Entus' Snow.
And Mia is also, he qualified for Code A, but then lost his match, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that's correct, yeah.
I don't have the information in front of me now, but yeah, he qualified for Code A. That's what Stella told us. I think he lost in the first round of Code A though, so he's currently in Code B. This might be wrong. If it is, please tweet at one of us so that we can correct it. But yes, so just to give you a quick information about where the player stands. And Mia so far, in order to give you a quick idea about who he had to face this far, he was winning against Samsung Corp, and he defeated a Zerg player that I don't know. That's Kim Jae-guk, is that right? Wolf, confirm?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think nobody knows him. I think he's an unknown player.
Yeah, so those are the two that Mia had to defeat so far. He got a free win in round number 1, the round of 16, and also the round of 32 and the round of 16. He got 2 free wins, and those were the 2 players that he had to defeat. So let's see how he's going against Snow, and giving you an idea about Snow. Of course, he beat NST. That's the one thing that Wolf already pointed out, and he was able to defeat StarTale 0 in the last game.
I'm trying to find out who this guy is. Not a lot of info on him at all. No information on him on the internet either, so he's got to be pretty unknown. The closest thing I could find was a biker who has the same name in Korea. So that's all I could find, man. I'm pretty sure, unless he's also like a professional bike racer who's really old, it just happens to be really good. I don't think it's him.
Mia lost to JYP in the first round of Code A. That's confirmed.
Yeah.
That's what we assumed. We didn't know the opponent though. Thank you very much for giving us the information. We couldn't look it up here. Okay, so this is what's happening here right now. Mia is in Code B and Snow is down a game thus far. We are in Cloud Kingdom at the bottom left. We have the Terran player taking gas. Mia is taking his expansion, and definitely did not start with a hatch first here. No, he started with a pool.
Yeah, quick pool, and his opponent is getting those gases going. Double gas coming up for Snow. See what his transition is exactly.
Oh, he's lucky.
Oh, wow. Picks off the SCV here.
He's a little bit lucky here, too. The SCV just shifted building pattern to the top right, where the Zerglings could easily take it up. And before this, it was actually at the bottom left, and the Marines would have been able to cover this.
Well, he almost got a second one, too. That could have been really lucky.
But it delays the expansion a tiny little bit. Of course, not by much, but this is just annoying. You lose the SCV, you have to send another one down the choke.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It means his orbital is going to be that much later. Means his next mule is going to be that much later. Everything just sort of adds up. He's going to go right into Reactor Hellions here, though, as is standard. Snow has learned very quickly that this is how things are done in Korea in StarCraft 2 in this matchup. See if he follows up with Cloak Banshees before he takes his third. He may just decide to go Siege Tanks first. We've seen a few people do this recently. It's really rare, though. Something we might see. As well as just eBays with the third command center, just skipping the Banshees entirely.
Top right now we have the double extractor for Mia, not in the main base but at the natural, and the starport for Snow. We've already seen in the games of reality that he really liked to start with this with these Hellions and then directly transition into a Banshee play with Cloak. This is exactly what we might see on this map. Creep spread already started by Mia. No third base just yet, but a spying crawler because he wants to be safe against Hellion attacks. We'll probably start a wall.
Gotta get that up. Because, well, it depends on how much he commits to Hellions. We have seen a lot recently of players just watching the queens because they have a tendency to just bunch up and get greedy with their creep spread. And he's like, well, you have all 4 queens over here for some reason, and I'm just going to run around, dodge those. We do have the Banshee follow-up here, and he will... Well, he will likely get Cloak, I think, with how much resources. There it is. Resources he's got up there with the timing of this. Command Center comes later. The lair timing, though, for Mia is so quick that he will be able to make an Overseer right away before the Banshee is even thinking about cloaking. So that's going to make his defense easy. We saw earlier today, though, if you don't make that Overseer right upon seeing the Banshee, then things can get hairy. Look at this. With the late third and with the Spinecrawler wall that you mentioned earlier with the Evo Chambers, he's not going to be able to break through it all. No barracks production indicates we're going to see mech out of snow.
The one thing, though, about this wall-in is we've seen in the past that you definitely have to have the Queen in order to block it, and so far he doesn't have one in position. He was a little bit slow, and if a Terran player is really determined to take down your economy, he can just try to move in and then very often do some damage. The Baning Nest is now being built, double upgrades also, and speed. And at this time he's going to take his third base, moving out already with double drones here, and moves them back a bit because he already realizes that there might be a few Hellions in position. And the Banshee spots, of course, the expansion, and now Snow has all the information that he needs, but the attack is already done for his opponent. Oh, he spots the Spinecrawler just in time. He even dodges the attack.
And most importantly, the Banshee did not see the lair, I think, so he's not actually going to be able to cancel Cloak. Now it's too late. It's finished. And he's not going to be able to do too much with this. He needs an Overseer. We'll see how fast he reacts this time. He's actually within range here. Got to be careful. All right, the Overseer's already ready.
He's going to lose the Queen, though, if there's not a Transfuse. And yes, the Queen dies. The Hellions, this is a decent Hellion count. 6 already.
Forcing some energy to be used on Transfuses here.
Don't chase the Hellions with only so few Zerglings.
No, that's absolutely correct.
Yeah, they are all gone.
That was a mistake. Needs to keep them with the Queens to fight the Hellions when the Queens try to, or when the Hellions try to attack the Queens. So this hatchery actually may have to be cancelled if he's not careful here. Where's the Overseer? There it is.
He doesn't have to cancel it, but he should keep those Zerglings on creep.
Yeah, he's got to keep them back. This is actually just way overextending. He's losing so much here. That's so much larva lost.
Keep them on creep until the hatch is gone and spreads creep further.
Well, in the end, he holds the hatchery, but a lot of units lost. Double eBays have gone up. Third command center is ready. We'll see when he moves it down. With all the Zerglings he killed, he's going to feel pretty comfortable moving it down soon. He saw no Spire in the main base. He can't be 100% sure there's no Spire out, but he can predict, based on what he's seen, that there's no Mutas. He saw a pretty quick lair, but no Mutas, so that's kind of like one way of saying, well, if you were going Mutas, I think you'd have had them by now. 2-2 actually started much faster for me as well here.
The third base now building for the Terran player was at 52 Harvesters. And I like this. Spreading creep a bit on the middle of the base with the Overlords and therefore spreading his creep faster. This is something that we haven't seen in a while. I like this a lot, actually.
I think that once players learn how to do this correctly, people will do this a lot.
It was already done like 3 or 4 months ago, though, and it never really caught on.
Yeah, exactly, and that's something I've been wondering about. Imagine if you made an Overlord highway, your creep could be exponentially faster. Kept picking off a few drones here, and he's got to be careful with these Banes. Those Banes are not from Dark Knight Rising. They're,
39 units killed, and this is basically all of them are Zerglings, most of them. That's all the Zerglings that he's lost. Taking 4th base already, and Infestation Pit is now done. He's going for +2/+2. He will be ahead in upgrades. Mia is playing this really well, except for the fact that he lost way too many Zerglings early on. This is a problem because he's losing the lava that he wants to invest into a few more drones and not onto Zerglings the entire time. The Banshees are really annoying to him, but as soon as he has a few investors, he might be able to get a lucky fungal there. Whereas Snow, of course, now is going for the Banshees, and he's happy sitting on his 3 bases. He will siege up and be in a very good defensive position. The 3 bases to defend those, once you make sure that the run-bys won't be a big problem, is pretty easy. The 4th base is where it gets really interesting.
Gotta be careful about these drones again. Pulls back, though. You know, at this point, he's got the 3rd base secured, the 4th going up, and with the Infestors, as soon as he gets those Infestors out, actually, I think he'll be in a good spot. His creep is actually, it's not phenomenal, but the creep to the south has not really been damaged at all, so he is going to be able to connect that to that base very soon, as soon as that hatchery finishes. Combat Shield's extremely late here, and he's going not mech after all, but oh, this is actually just a shame. I cannot believe that.
Yeah, he lost both of them. They were so important earlier already when he controlled the map and took down a lot of creep tumors, so it's a little bit unfortunate that Snow did not see that they were attacked by the Queens. He didn't realize that there was an Overseer headed his way. And now he's trying to make this drop work, but it's very tough for him. If he finds an opening, that would be okay, but so far he just has no chance to do some extra damage with it.
He's going to try to trade here for Banelings, maybe. didn't work out like you planned. I guess he got one Baneling there for a Marine. This push is starting to look really scary. Mia is not going to be able to hold this base. He's going to have to cancel this one at least for sure.
Yeah, he's buying some time by canceling it late. Oh, he doesn't cancel it at all. All right. Well, that's unexpected.
Yeah. Combat Shields finishes. He's continuing to rally units across that north left, which is okay for Mia because he has the base at the bottom right.
He moves in from 2 angles, takes down the siege tanks, but
Great
the Banelings did not really connect there just now. Yes, the splitting is really good. He needs to move back now, waiting for his reinforcements. Mia definitely trying to just up his count in units. Another Queen being taken down. I like how Snow is using small amount of units in order to kill those creep tumors. And well, a Medivac would have been really great with his army though, so that he could pick off those Marines and save them.
Yeah, that would have been something that
would have been even better.
Yeah, but it was good nonetheless, and he's going to catch a lot of these Lings here. Mia, I feel, may be falling apart a little bit here. He's losing a lot of units. He no longer has control over the game like he used to. No +2 armor yet for Snow, though. He's got +2 attack. He's failed to research the armor, and that's going to be something that really hurts him in the long run.
But everything that Snow does is delayed by the creep. He tries to get into a position on the high ground to make sure that the 4th base is not up for too long. He only has 3 siege tanks, though, not a lot. Adrenal Glands will not be ready, nor will +3/+3 be. But he's crushing it from 2 sides, or at least trying to do. And this time we don't have the spread that we've seen earlier. He's still fighting on creep, which gives the Baneling a great position to stream in here. A small force, send it over to the... No, not. He's retreating with them. I thought for a second he was going to the 4th and trying to do damage while he was defending here. But yep, now Snow is losing a lot.
He's losing a lot, but he's in a great defensive position. He needs to pull these SCVs off. If he pulls the SCVs and gets these Banelings, things are actually turn out really well for him, and that's exactly what he does. That was a huge mistake by Mia. Where did you think those Banelings were going to go once the SCVs were pulled? I would have liked to see him attack the other army that was at the top right, attacking... what is this Queen doing? Mia, I'm serious when I say I feel he's falling apart here.
Nah, he's just overcommitting. He's just misjudging this. This is the problem. His defense was great. Fighting on creep was very well done. He sandwiched his opponent, but continuing to rally the units to the 3rd base was a mistake because there was just overcommitting. There was too much defense and he was fighting off creep and therefore could not connect. But now we have once again this spread by Snow, and this time we don't see the creep, so therefore the Banelings not as fast as they could be. Adrenal Glands is done though, and very soon +3/+3 will be done as well. A lot of Medivacs here, and this enables him to take a lot of damage, to tank the damage, but not against Banelings.
Yeah. He needs to get these Medivacs out of here. Had so many Medivacs. He's actually got like more Medivacs than Marines for a brief period of time. He needs to go and rejoin those with the rest of the Marines. He needs to pick up. No. He's just not going to.
No, and now Mia can rally units across the map. Now he can engage. He can make sure that this base is not gonna work. He needs to wait for the 2nd force though, not feeding him units one by one. That's important. Wow, okay, he commits the entire Banelings, and a cancel. He doesn't even kill it. Nice. Well done by Snow.
Mia right now is making a lot of small mistakes, but I think that if he just gets his army together and you know, he like wins an engagement, and then you're right, he overcommits, and if he could actually just calm down for a moment after winning an engagement, get another army together, then he can start doing a little bit more. In the end, yeah, he still forces the cancel. He wastes a lot of Banelings, but he forces the cancel, and this keeps Snow on 3 bases for now, and his creep spread is still phenomenal. He's got control of the entire right side here. Still no +2 armor for Snow, and that's something that's really going to start to show through here. The Zerglings are on 3/3.
Yes, and he has Adrenal Glands, and now he's moving in again, and the tank count is just not high enough. Those 2 tanks, that's all he has for now, and the Banelings can now suddenly attack. Another shot by the tanks, though this time the Marines die again, and here is Snow being pushed back, but he has a lot of minerals. He needs a bit of more production.
Yeah. Oh, this base has got enough spine crawlers. Maybe decides to go and lift. He's going to go from the back instead. Look at that Medivac count. He's making a ton of Marines at a time, but he keeps losing them.
He's building even more Medivacs. He's building so many of them. The +3 attack upgrade is done now for the Marines, and he needs to 18 Medivacs. Yeah, I can't even remember when I've last time seen 80 Medivacs.
That's, you know, we talked about Kespa sentries, man, but these are Kespa Medivacs. Here we go. Nice splitting so far, and he's trying to crash through with these banelings. He often does this move where he hesitates at the last second, and in this case I think it worked out okay for him as he did not lose many banelings on the retreat, but he's got to be careful about how he's using these. Even though he's got better upgrades, he's not always cost efficient. It seems like the Terran is always one a little bit ahead.
Ah, nice. There they are. Who starts to attack first? That's going to be the big question. Who's going to win the fight?
I was going to make a base here. No, I was. I queued it first.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Be quiet, or I'll tell mommy.
I'm calling the Marines. Uh-oh, that's a scary baneling force on creeps. He's going to have to retreat. Maybe pick up. He's not picking up enough, I feel, in this match. He could be picking up a lot more, especially with that medevac count.
This was well done by Mia this time. He ran past the Marines, made sure they couldn't retreat, and then crushed in with the banelings. And as soon as the Marine force was done with, he retreated. He did not want to commit into the fort.
Imagine just a few infestors here, you know? I think it could really change things, but he's scared. I feel like he's scared here because he knows. Oh, here's a pickup. Yeah.
He doesn't have anything against the medivacs. He cannot kill the medivacs. Now we have a planetary, and he crushes it again with his banelings, and he's losing a lot of banelings as he retreats. He's always behind in supply here. A lot of the supply is, of course, in medivacs. They help Snow, but it's not something that he can do damage with. Yeah. So it's a weird position to be in. I mean, this is 40 supply medivacs.
You're so right here. That's exactly it, man. That's why the supply always looks like this. Plus, the better upgrades do go to the Zerg army slightly right now. He's got better Carapace upgrades, so that you can see the banelings lasting a long time here against the Marines, and actually takes out a ton of them again.
And then being on even supply means that the Terran player has a lot less army supply that can actually fight. 26 Marines, that's not a lot. 1 siege tank. He has basically the same amount of medivacs he has as Marines, and as long as the Zerg player is starting to lack economy, even with all the base that he has, it's really tough for him to pull this off. Lava is also very intensive with this composition that he plays.
They're taking out a tank here, and this is starting to look pretty grim for Snow if he doesn't...
He's running out of money.
He's dancing his Zerglings here in front of Marines, and they all died. He actually used the dance command there. And this game is not over, actually, I'm afraid.
It's looking better and better because he still has mining, but there's another drop at the 3rd base, and you said it right. This is not over just yet. Or is this a drop? No, it's actually not. Sorry, it was just something blue on the minimap. And here's another attack. These
GG.
It's just a huge commitment for Snow having so many medivacs.
And Mia will advance here, taking out yet another Kespo player.
Snow running out of income. He didn't have enough bases, and the income was just too bad. All those this planetary was taken out, and in the end it was Mia who advances, and he advances to the WCS qualifier in August. Snow was not strong enough here, and therefore we have, as you just said, another GSL player, and we have to find out if we have one Casper player who is able to advance. It could actually be, it could still be Stork, I think. I don't know if he... No, he's apparently not done against Ragnarok yet. Of course, we are waiting for the result of Reality. Yeah. That's one of the results that we didn't see yet either. Let me have a look if we have some kind of update on this. No, it doesn't look like it. Polled, of course, he advanced earlier. That's something that we already knew. He has to face. We don't know yet if it's harder. Okay, so these games are not done just yet, apparently. Hard against Reality. Nope. Polled, we don't have his opponent. Neither do we have an opponent for Tails. So I guess that we have another break while we are waiting for the next match to start. We already know that Mia is advancing to the WCS qualifier in August. And yep, that's it for now. We're waiting for the next match to start. I think this shouldn't take too long, guys, so we'll probably be back in 5. Stay tuned and see you in a few. 장윤철 선수는 그 최초